Hello lovelies, good morning. So I woke up this beautiful Thursday morning feeling pleasant, perfect weather, no traffic, and there was even light when I got to the office, so I didn't have to start burning fuel for AC. I was so happy. Anyways, in today's video, I'll be talking about the policies the federal government made with respect to distributing palliative measures to the citizens. According to them, they said it's a way to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. Sometime in July, President Bola Tinubu and his administration came up with a plan of distributing monthly cash grants of 8,000 Naira to 12 million of households in Nigeria for 6 months. He said that the 8,000 Naira is to assuage the hardship occasioned by fuel subsidy removal. The most annoying part of this is that the money to be shared is not even Nigerians' money. According to them, they are to borrow $800 million from the World Bank. In fact, the Senate has approved the loan request and also amended the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Act to accommodate the provisions of 500 billion Naira for palliatives in order to mitigate the effects of petrol subsidy removal. According to Tinubu, the $800 million loan will be used to cater for the welfare of the vulnerable and poor households in the country under the National Safety Network program. While the sum of 8,000 Naira that is supposed to be transferred will be transferred monthly to the bank's account of 12 million poor and low-income households for 6 months. Well, Nigerians faulted this plan and criticized it greatly. After most criticism, the president on July 18th ordered that the proposed 8,000 Naira cash transfer be reviewed. When the news of this review became known, I was like, okay, maybe the government are becoming reasonable. They've realized that they are about to make economic and financial mistake. Well, to my shocking experience, some days ago, the federal government, through the National Economic Council, approved 5 billion Naira to each state. According to them, it's for this same reason, to cushion the effects of the petrol subsidy removal. The federal government also released 5 trucks of rice to each state as palliative in order to also reduce the effect of this fuel subsidy removal. I think that excuse is what they have now for money embezzlement, but it's fine. We should remember that this money are loans taken from World Bank, which is not even used for any investment, but to enrich the government and their individual pockets. According to the federal government, this 5 billion Naira that is to be given to the states will be given to the states as both grants and loans. 52% of the money will be given to the states as grants, that is, like they won't have to repay, while 48% will be given to them as loans. This means that the state government will be indebted to the federal government, while the federal government will be indebted to the international body. Wow. Okay, the National Economic Council, which was headed by the vice president, made this approval. Mind you, shortly after the NNPC, Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited, secured a $3 billion emergency crude repayment loan from the African Export and Import Bank. This administration is just so in a hurry to gather liabilities. They've been in government not up to 4 months. They want to gather liabilities that they will use the whole of their administration to keep paying and even leave the remainder for the next administration. Is really an unfortunate situation. Some people are of the opinion that it's a good idea. that though it's not the best but a good idea. Well, I'm of the strong opinion that this decision is a well-calculated way to embezzle funds and enrich the government officials, ridicule the citizens, and make the country more indebted to the international body. Before I state my reasons, I will start by explaining what a palliative is and also the purpose of government. The Cambridge Dictionary explained palliative to mean a way of making a problem seem less serious but not solving the problem or making it disappear. If we relate this definition to the current situation, we will realize that it is unwise to become indebted in order to temporarily mitigate a problem. Now, if after 6 months of giving the palliative, or when the beneficiaries finish eating or consuming the 5 trucks of rice given to them and other food items, and the federal government hasn't come up with a permanent solution on how to mitigate the effect of subsidy removal, will they get another loan from the international body? One major functions of government is to improve the economic and social development of the nation, and among other things. The government of Nigeria has failed in her major functions. This is clear robbing the poor to feed the rich. There are better palliative measures which, when done, will show selfless service. Example is the Lagos State approval of free antenatal accommodation, routine tests, drugs, and delivery for pregnant women who are registered at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. Another is the Kaduna State Governor, who reduced the fees in every tertiary institution in the state, whether it's university, polytechnics, or college of education. These are more practical measures as it will affect the citizens directly, and it will also be more accessible. I foresee this money as being wasted by the federal government and the state governments. If the government wants to mitigate a hardship that the subsidy removal created, first they should increase the minimum wage in order to enable people afford basic essentials. They should also provide subsidized or free transportation that will carry individuals, bring buses that will carry individuals at a subsidized rate. In that way, the cost of transportation will be reduced. These are my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching. See you on my next video. Bye.